Well, this venue will host Super Bowl 55 in a couple years' time, but for now, we've got non-playoff football here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll
Mike 50, set, 180.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Here we go. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Garoppolo on first down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. Here we go. 180.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, gun. Check 59, Mike. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80! No!
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Here we go,
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
I can't believe they even let you play. No.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All day, dog.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Waiting!
Check, 59. Ready? Check.
59!
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
21. Here we go.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd year back from LSU. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Here we go. 180!
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180!
Mike is 59. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Past the 20. Left side completion to Jones. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Saints.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Touchdown, defense.
21, 21.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, check, 59.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On the toss, here's Johnson. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Deep ball for Goodwin. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And taken right at the 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here we go. 180!
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Underneath, he's got Brait. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's what I'm talking about.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Garoppolo now. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history. He'll get this to Eckler. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Taylor. 11 yards there, first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Set, waiting.
Throwing is Stafford. and able to haul it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You go set. 180. 59.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Wow.
Hey. High 7.
On first down, Stafford here. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
Complete to David Johnson. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
53. Ready.
Check, 59, 59.
Bravo.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey, easy.
Whoa. Check 59, Mike is 59.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he's taken down here by the Saints. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Shit. Watch the
21. Here we go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Saints.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct.
Here we go.
No pick, just incomplete that time. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the
11. 80 weapons.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
17 yards. First down, Saints.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Eckler. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the Buccaneers' 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Garoppolo to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I got you. Don't get nervous.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, watch your leg.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Garyon Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, boy.
Again, it's Johnson. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
Keep playing.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 22. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Eckler. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Garoppolo. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Complete. He finds Bray. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Saints have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Here we go. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, give me radar. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, 22. Tackles.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. From the gun on third down, Stanford. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, team six.
Watch it slap.
They snap it to Stanford. Finding Gabriel complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go to Johnson again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Stanford. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. He'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On first down, Johnson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Stanford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Taylor Gabriel. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Haywood. You got nothing. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. They can't hang with us. Mike 52. Let's go one more. Mike 52. Mike 52. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Saints, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.